Hey guys, how's it going? It's Raj Baddhan here from BizAsiaLive.com. It's been a few days since I've done a live here, so quite excited about being live with you guys. Now, can I just say before I get my guest on, you can always watch our interviews back, or there's a lot of interviews that we have done during lockdown time and also after the lockdown as well here in the UK, which you can always check on our YouTube channel. So do subscribe to our YouTube channel and you can find all our lives, all right? Not the beginning ones, because as you know, there wasn't a facility to do that with Instagram, but now you can check them all out. But how's it going? Are you guys all keeping well, huh? I know parts of the UK are being lifted in terms of lockdown. What about where you guys are? How are things with you? You keeping well? Would love to hear from you. Remember, if you've got any questions for my special guest, then do kind of tap them on, and I would like to see them in the comments field here, right? So what's going to happen is I am bringing to you someone that I've spoken to quite a few times. In fact, if it's not on a radio show, then it's been in person. Met him when I was on the sets of Sanjivani. There's been a lot of you that have been asking for his interview as well, the dashing hunk that he is, all right? So I'm going to be welcoming Namit Khanna, who will be here with me shortly. We're talking generally about lockdown. We'll also be talking about his TV work as well and what he's got planned in terms of future work. Like I said, so if you've got any questions, then do post them on the comments field. It'll be great to kind of get you guys interactive with us, all right? So I'm just going to see if Namit is on, because if he is, then great, let me add him on. So I'm just going here and I see around. Let's see if it connects. And by the way, I've got my lockdown here, right? Which is why it's a bit of a mess. Oh, hi Namit.
What's up, Raj? How are you, bro?
What's up? How's it going?
Good, it's going good. How are you?
Really good. How are things with you? How's lockdown?
This is a different look, by the way, I think, from what I've seen you before. I like it.
Namit, do you know what it is? It's the lockdown look. So I mean, I've got
Yeah,
this thing
yeah.
going on because no barbers open, so I can't. And do you know what? The UK generally has open in terms of the country lockdown, but in Leicester, where I am,
Yeah.
we've got our localized lockdown. So I'm here for another
Oh,
2
okay.
weeks yet. Yeah. But what about you? You've got this new look thing going on as well. It's very shiny, by the way, very glossy.
Yeah, I think I just put some face cream and it's shining a bit too much, but nothing else.
It works. It works. It's good. Oh,
But it's not the lockdown look, though.
it's not. It's not the lockdown look.
No,
Is this a post-lockdown look?
this is just a post-shower look.
Oh, okay, one of those ones. So, Namit, how's things been with you? I mean, how long has it been? I think I spoke to you back in, was it December? It was December when I was on the sets of the show.
Yeah, when you came to Bombay. Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
that's
So,
right. So
7 months, yeah, it's been a while.
7 months. Who would have thought? I mean, when we spoke in December, we're going to be living in a global pandemic.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
look how things have changed.
Totally, man. It's just unimaginable. But having said that, I mean, at least for me, I can speak for myself personally. Things haven't been that bad. I mean, there's a lot that I've kind of learned during the lockdown, and fortunately, I have kept myself busy doing things that I like to do. And I think that's the most important thing, keep yourself occupied,
Yeah.
and you will not know when already 3.5 months have just gone by in a jiffy.
Completely, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you say keep yourself occupied, what have you been doing to keep yourself occupied? What's the things?
So yeah, I mean, the first thing that took up most of my time during the lockdown was the new website that I've launched for myself. So it's called namitkhanna.com. So those of you who haven't seen it, please go ahead and check it out. But so yeah, that took up a lot of time, to kind of start everything from scratch, put everything online. And of course, there's a lot more that will be coming up and upload. We will be uploading it real soon. That was one of the things. Then of course, feeding myself. So the initial days, the first 2.5 months went in just, household jobs that I wasn't doing earlier. And
Yeah.
I had to kind of get acquainted to it and then master it to a certain extent. Yeah, but fortunately, I was able to come back home in Delhi, and that's where I am right now. And it's been a month, and I think it's a blessing to be with family and have things done for you, which we did take for granted when we were younger. But
Yeah. I want to. You know what? There's so many points that you've raised there, and I'm making notes because what it is, I want to go through each of those points. First of all, the website. I'm quite
yeah,
excited about the website now. even when I saw the announcement on your social media, I thought this is great
Yeah,
because you don't get many actors. I mean, there's not many in the industry that have websites as such because they use Instagram or social media as their kind of
correct.
website or their tool. So where did the idea come
Absolutely.
from?
So the whole idea was that because I mean it's not just for me as an actor, it's primarily for me as a photographer, and I've been shooting for a really long time, but I don't have an outlet or a one-stop place for somebody to come and see all the work that I've done, and I've been really excited to actually share it, you know. So for me, it was either Facebook or Instagram, but that's not the real place where I want my pictures to be displayed, and they need to be displayed in a certain way, and there's a lot to be displayed. So,
Yeah.
so that was the primary idea, you know, to as a photographer to have a place to showcase, and most photographers have a website. I mean, that's the basic. So I decided that, you know, why not add the other facets of my personality and my work and put it all together so it will cater to a larger audience. And
Yeah.
it is, in the end, it's me, you know.
Yeah.
So if you want to know anything about me, that's the place you'll find all the answers. And yeah, it's like, it's my own Facebook, it's my own Instagram. It's so it's kind of personalized, and it's a lifelong thing, you know. It's not just for the summer. It's pretty much something that I will keep for a long time and keep updating.
It's like a portfolio of all your work, really. So you keep it all in one place, which is great to have.
Absolutely, absolutely. So it talks about my TV shows. It talks about my photography. I mean, I've started to write some articles where I can express myself and my experiences in all these years about my travel stuff, which I'm superbly excited about. So it's things that I've done in the past is archived there, and plus what I will be doing in the future. You know, it has you know a side where things that are coming up will be put on there. So, you know, it kind of builds that excitement. And eventually, the plan was to have a live button on it as well. So instead of doing this live, we will do a live on my website. So
Oh,
that would be pretty cool.
nice. I like that idea. That's a great idea. But
Yeah,
it is also a good tool to use as a resume because there's a lot of people
absolutely.
that would like to go into websites rather than going to Instagram or whatever. Because I mean, you know how
Yeah,
things are on social media can be quite toxic. So it'd be great to kind of
absolutely.
have something that's official, that's directly yours, and you can go into your website just to find everything there.
Absolutely. And in other way, it's also brand building. So you know, it kind of makes me a bit more serious as a photographer to have my work displayed for everybody to see. And of course, people can even purchase them in due time,
Yeah.
certain
Ooh.
pictures. Yeah, so
Nice, interesting. So you definitely got some thinking behind it, which is great because when we see a website, we're like, okay, great, an artist has launched a website. You know, it's a one-stop kind of tool to go there for information about, say, Namit Khanna. But you've got some other thinking behind it. You know, that the live interaction,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, getting memorabilia from you or photos officially from you.
absolutely. Yeah,
It's a great thing. And I got to admit one thing to you. You know, when I saw your website, I was like, this is
yeah,
brilliant. I mean, the website is amazing anyway. And I've been working on my website for a few months now because I mean, I had a website, but I had a few issues with it.
yeah,
It went
yeah,
off, and now I'm bringing it back up. And only when I
yeah.
saw your website, I thought, you know what, that's it. I'm gonna get a bit more active, and my website's also launching as well.
Nice, nice. So at least, so that's another point, you know. So I wanted to also inspire others to kind of do something productive, and especially during the lockdown. So yeah, there you go.
You've done it. You've done it. Well, you've
I
inspired me
did
for
it.
sure. You
Yes.
definitely pushed me. So my website's launching as well. Might as well kind of plug that in about 2 weeks' time.
Oh, nice. Good luck for it.
Thank you very much. Namit, you also mentioned Delhi as well. I mean, obviously you're in Delhi at the moment. What are you missing? I mean, now that you're spending a lot more time in Delhi and not being in Mumbai for a few months, tell us
Yeah.
what kind of aspects of Delhi have you been missing and what have you been getting up to?
I think being at home, being with your family, having you know food given to you on the platter every single day. I think those are the conveniences that I mean, of course they were there, but it's a very different. There's a lot of love that is put into it, which obviously is missing in Bombay because I live alone
Yeah,
and I have help, but it's a different scenario, you know.
yeah,
Apart from that, to be honest, I mean, even though I've been back for a month, there hasn't been much activities for me to do beyond, you know, probably meeting my niece and nephew and my sister, because things are still kind of restricted in terms of meeting others and going out. So, having said that, just being at home, you know, it just that itself is it's something that I'm enjoying because I haven't been back in Delhi for almost a year. And since I moved to Bombay, which is almost 13 years ago, I've never been in Delhi for longer than maybe 10 days. So
Oh, okay.
this is great, you know.
The longest period, which is good. I mean, you're getting to do things like, I mean, like you said, that you couldn't really do because of Mumbai, and also you're getting to kind of explore some of the things that you did as a kid in Delhi. So
Absolutely.
it's
I
good.
mean, I'm planning to start tennis really soon. In fact, I went and did because those tennis courts have started. They've opened up, and you're only allowed to play singles, and that's something I used to miss in Bombay a lot. So yeah, that's the plan. Next couple of days, maybe I'm gonna start it. You know, I think I've already set it up, whatever I needed to do,
Yeah.
and so that's gonna happen, and that's gonna be fun
It
for
sounds
sure.
brilliant. No, wish you all the best with that. And I mean, I'm getting messages as well from fans that they're saying there's a lot of daylight currently in Delhi. Is it 6 p.m. in India at the moment? So you seem to have a lot more light than other people that are watching in India at the moment.
Oh, really? Which
And
parts of India are they?
I know, and the greenery as well looks amazing at the back.
Oh
You've
yeah,
got some
that's
green.
really nice. So this is right outside my balcony from the living room in Delhi. So we have like a huge park out there, and it's all green, and it's really nice. So I go there for a
Oh,
run at times. Yeah.
oh, brilliant. I mean, what are the challenges you faced while you were in lockdown? Were there things that you missed a lot, the things that say you couldn't do because of the lockdown? I mean, I think workout is probably one thing that a lot of people have been saying.
See, on the work front, I think I was again kind of blessed because we just about finished shooting for Sanjeevani a week before the entire lockdown happened in India. So I was kind of in a good space in terms of the jobs done. Um, what I missed, I mean, I think the challenges for me were initially to kind of get the basic groceries, figuring out how to make. I mean, I knew basic cooking, but then that wasn't enough because I'm a foodie, so I wanted to eat something different and something tasty. So you know, there was this whole struggle to cook a meal and enough to have it for the next 3 meals. I mean, that kind of scene as a bachelor. But yeah, I mean, I managed to do it, and I think I did a pretty decent job um,
Yeah.
to feed myself.
Mhm. And
Yeah,
Jeff, you look amazing. I do want to ask you. I mean, I want to go back to your shows now because you mentioned
yeah,
Sanjeevani, and when we met in December, we did actually talk about the kind of track that the show was taking because you were trying
yeah,
everything in terms of
correct.
bringing the show back. I mean, your background obviously wasn't acting, and you came in from the modeling side and obviously the photography side, and you came
Yeah.
in. Do you feel? I mean, the kind of I mean, I've every time when I've interviewed you, the thing that I've learned from you is that you like unique, you like the kind of hot kick on our shows rather than doing the same old run of the mill, you know, because as an actor I see that you're a bit more kind of challenging to, and you know, you want to do some more kind of innovative kind of work. So where are you now with shows, and you know where we've come from with Sanjeevani and Ye Pyar Nahi To? So what would you say?
I mean, completely agree to what you're saying because for me, it's really about you know, giving a part of you to a project, and that you will never be able to take back. And I will always be attached to that project for the rest of my life. So it's really important to choose it wisely. And so that obviously means that, you know, I got to make sure that um, I personally am interested or excited about the storyline and my character and so on and so forth. So having said that, I mean, I think I've done pretty well to pick my projects so far. Moving forward, I would still want to you know, pursue things which are ideally in the finite zone, so I can really put in that effort and you know, for that 2 3 months, maybe 4 months, max to max 6 months, and then move on. uh, I think that kind of appeals to me more, where again I have to really choose the people I work with, who I enjoy working with, who have the same ideals, who want to achieve the same goal with that project, and we all are equally invested in it.
Yeah.
So those are the parameters for me, and I think yeah, with the current scenario, things might take a while for me to you know, get to that point, but I'm in no rush. I'm in no hurry. I'm
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to the content side of things, but I just want to say hi to Knuckle because Knuckle has just sent a message. I
Hello.
believe Knuckle says sending love both these amazing men. Also, beard looks great on you, Raj. Knuckle, it's not a beard that I
It
want to
does,
keep. It's something that I've temporarily kept just because of the lockdown. But yeah,
but
but
it's
anyway,
cool. It's a different look.
thank you. I mean, if you're saying it, and you, of course, being from a modeling background, Chilo, maybe I've got some. I still got something in me to do some modeling then maybe, you know? Yeah,
For
but
sure. But where's your brother? I want to see your brother with you at some
he's
point.
he's actually
There's
he's actually in Birmingham. So when
Birmingham.
I'm
Okay.
in Leicester at the moment. So
Okay.
when I'm with him next, I mean I'm missing him. I've not seen him in such a long time either. So when I see
Yeah.
him, I'll make sure I'll send you a couple of
You
pictures.
must. That'll
Yeah.
be cool.
Definitely. Namit, so I mean, the content side I was going to talk about because I know, I mean, you mentioned, in no rush in terms of getting good content. We know that, where we've been with lockdown and where we've been watching a lot of the innovative shows have been on digital platforms. We know that you
Yeah.
also explore digital platforms. Is that something else you want to kind of go into so that you can say, you know what, you've done something away from the whole television side, the run-of-the-mill stuff that's happening on TV?
Yes, absolutely, man. So, but as of now, I mean, I am just going to be patient. I think that's the wise thing to do, and see what opportunities come my way. And I am actually exploring some opportunities on the web, and I definitely would be happy to go ahead and be associated with the project, like you mentioned, which is content oriented and which kind of uh, excites me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just like Andar Ki Baat, yeah, when Sanjeevani was going on, towards the end of the show, I'm sure that you're feeling a little bit lethargic because you're probably like, same old, you know what I mean? Tell us a bit
Yeah.
about, how you felt, when you started getting the kind of, because the storyline changed dramatically from the hospital to the more kind of
Absolutely.
romance angle. Tell us about that.
Uh, I mean, I kind of moved on from the whole aspect of the storyline. I mean, I think we discussed this as well when you were in Bombay. But again, I mean, being an actor and at the stage I'm at in my career, I really didn't see much I could do about it. And at the same time, I mean, I still had to finish the job I was given, So character was still there, and I had to move on and get him home, and which I did. And I think rest is fate, man. Things like that. I mean, you can't really dwell on it, and yeah, especially when you don't have any say in the matter.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, I think things with time and as you progress in your career, uh, I probably will have be in a better space or position to give you the insight and comment a bit more.
I know. I think I like the off-air chat. I think that was good. That time, the honesty was so good. But hey, I know there will be a right time and place for that. And Namit, we
Yeah.
mentioned the content side of things. Do you think the producers on, say, TV channels now will be more under pressure because we've seen so much, we've sampled so much on digital platforms that
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
actually hungry for different kind of content on television, right? On linear television.
absolutely. But at the same time, I think there's a huge. I mean, there's a different set of people who watch the shows that the Indian TV. I mean, that we see on Indian television. So, having said that, I think those people will still and are still used to that kind of content,
Yeah.
and the people like us who are more used to the digital platforms are craving for better and newer content. So I guess they will kind of make that shift gradually, but I also know for a fact that whenever they've tried, it's backfired, and then they have to go back to their original formulas. So you never know. I mean, of course, there is pressure, and there are restrictions, and there are things that are going to be tougher than before, especially with the current scenario. But yeah, the shift is necessary, and I think with due time it will.
So as well as content, obviously we know that money is also scarce at the moment with the way things are because everyone's looking at the budgets after this pandemic.
Yeah.
As an actor and obviously working in the talent kind of field, tell us how does that impact personalities like yourself?
Well, I think each and every actor or artist, whoever is doing whatever job in their own respective fields, there's a progression, and there's a uh, you grow with time, and that's where your monies and your cost increases, and that's primarily because of your experience, and your demand in the market. So I think each and every one of us who's in the industry has kind of reached a certain price point based on your hard work and the effort that you've put in over the years. So
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to actually use this as an excuse because the job remains the same, if
Yeah.
not more, and the conditions are tougher, and uh, you know, uh, probably the business aspect of it will remain the same, or probably can get even better. So I mean, why should we always take the brunt and take the onus and reduce the price? But having said that, it's each and every person's own prerogative, and it's
Yeah.
their choice what they choose to do, whether they want to give a discount or not. So yeah.
So, Namit, what's happening with you next? I mean, when are you back from Delhi and when are you back to work?
Well, it just it's a matter of me finally choosing something or coming across a project where I mean, which needs me back in Bombay, but at the same time, I'm completely convinced about it, and I'm excited to go ahead and do it. So yeah, I mean, I'm in no rush, and I'm going to just hang in there. And I mean, I have, like I said, I have been keeping myself busy with few other things, which I will share very soon. But at the same time, I mean, it's all good, man. It's just a matter of time.
So,
So nothing
so,
on the cards right now.
so, is there nothing that you've said, read, or I'm sure you've had offers during the lockdown? Is there nothing that's enticed you to come back to Mumbai? That's been
No,
that interesting.
not worth the risk of going back to work so soon, uh, and also not exciting enough for me to leave the comforts of my home and go back and you know go through the grind again.
Okay, and this big announcement that you're going to be making, I'm quite intrigued about what you're working on.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to give me
it's
some
it's
hints as to what it is.
it's something. It's not the acting aspect. It's the other part of my personality. So it's something really cool and something again. It's a one-off, like my website. So yeah. I mean, I can't share it, but I mean, I will share it the way it's supposed to when the
You're
time
going
is
to
right.
share it on your website, right?
Everywhere.
So
You
okay.
will see it.
So the other aspect that I know of you is a photographer or the
Yeah.
modeling side. And I don't think it's a modeling, so I think it's a photography side. That says it all.
What do you want me to say? Hot or cold? I
Yeah.
think
How hot
you're
was I?
pretty hot.
80%. There you go. And let me, okay, so when things go back to say some normality, and
Yeah.
say traveling is going to be back on the agenda, I
Yeah.
know that you love traveling. So
Yeah.
what about plans? I mean, be traveling. Where would you like to go as a first stop for you?
Dude, so many places that I've shortlisted. I mean, it all depends on the feasibility and the permissions that our country would have, because as of now we're not allowed to go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, having said that, I think the places that are top of my list is one of them is Turkey. Maybe go to Europe. I wanted to go to Iceland, but I don't know if that's happening. Go to the US. I have some friends in San Francisco who have been after my life to do a road trip across the states. So that's one thing on the cards for sure. And I already have my visa, so it's just about getting permissions to travel. And uh, even Maldives and Bali are on the
Yeah.
cards. But yeah, it all depends on uh, whichever is feasible.
And Namit, I remember when I was in Mumbai, we were talking about partying and all sorts. Tell me the kind of person that you are, because you seem like very kind of a chilled out kind of guy. But are you the kind of person to be completely, when you go out crazy, you got, having a few drinks and, having fun with the lads? Are you that kind of person?
Uh,
Or are you the kind of person that will sit in a bar and just have a few drinks quietly?
I think the latter. But having said that, I think I've had my share of fun back in the day. I mean, uh, college, uni, then even during my modeling years, there was so much I did, so many parties and so many events that we were uh, contractually supposed to be at. So, so yeah, I mean, I've had fun. So, then I kind of reached a space where I kind of realized that this is not something that is adding much value to my life, and I'm not really excited about it. So, I mean, I rather do a nice chilled out dinner or go out to a nice restaurant or go out and go to a friend's house and have drinks than the other way around. So that's what I enjoy doing. But at the same time, when I'm traveling, I love to party. I mean, I love to go out and do different things. I mean, being in the same city and going out and partying kind of gets repetitive. So it's
Yeah.
just better for me to explore newer countries, newer cultures, and newer places.
And party like how they do in each country, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And embrace that culture.
Yeah.
A question also, YouTube. I mean, there's fans asking about YouTube. Are you going to be uploading more videos on there on your YouTube channel?
I am actually. I've been working on it, and I'm actually trying to get some help as well because my video editing skills are. I mean, I've again started them from pretty much scratch during the lockdown. So I mean, once you put up something, you can't really pull it back down. So I'm actually, trying to get it better and better, and for that, I'm asking for some help. And so that's why it's getting a little delayed. But I intend to put at least maybe 2 or 3 videos at least in a month to start with till the lockdown is open. I mean,
Do you know, talking about YouTube, there's a lot of celebrities that are doing music videos at the moment, appearing in different songs. Does
yeah,
that not
yeah.
interest you?
It does. It does. In fact, I am in talks about a couple of them. I mean, of course, it's not materialized yet, but I'm open to it as long as I enjoy the song.
Okay.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
good. You don't want to do anything that's going to be too wild or anything that's going to be not your personality, right? You want to do something that's going to be
exactly. I mean, it's
your
something that
comfort.
I should have some connect with. So that's important for me. I think just not doing things for the sake of getting paid for it,
Mustafa,
rather than
Mustafa, Brother Mustafa said, I watched your video 50 plus times already. That must be
oh
your
wow,
video on YouTube. So
thank you, Mustafa.
there's a lot of people. There's a question also. I mean, every time I ask anytime I do an interview with any star, they always ask
Yeah.
about Big Boss. Would Big Boss not interest you? I mean, you've got a lot of time now, haven't you?
Oh no. Uh, I don't know if I should say it, but no, I am not really keen on it, and I've kind of declined the offer to be a participant.
Or
But
were you so you were approached?
oh yeah, I was. But I mean, yeah, it's something that I don't think is something I want to do at this point in my career because I think I've just started off and uh, I want to act. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to do reality so soon. Uh, but yeah, having said that, I'm not going to say no to it completely. But for now, yes. For now I will give it a pass.
And let me, I also want to ask you, the kind of transition you had from your modeling side to becoming an actor. What
Yeah.
things have you learned as a celebrity? Because obviously it's quite, it's quite, you're quite public with everything, aren't you? So everything is being kind of under a micro scanner because you can see, and your every move, what you're doing, on
Yeah.
social media when you step out the house. How have you found all that, the kind of switch from that side
To be
to
honest, I
TV?
mean, it's something I am aware of, but at the same time, it's not something that has kind of come in the way so far, and I haven't experienced much of it because most of the time when I was shooting for my previous show and Sanjeevani, I didn't have much time to go out and experience the celebrity status, as you said. But yeah, it's all online now. I mean, whatever it is, whatever I see, it's the love and the appreciation and the messages from fans all across. That is what I am experiencing. Uh, so yeah, I mean, I guess the change isn't hasn't been that drastic from the modeling days because there were quite a few admirers at that point as well. So now, yeah, it's just the scale has increased, but I haven't really experienced the how it is when you're out and when you're actually meeting them in person because
Yeah.
now obviously the connect is way more deeper because they've seen me over and over again day after day in many episodes, so that connect becomes deeper. So yeah, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to experiencing that side of it.
No, it's good. I mean, one thing I have noticed over the last few weeks is a lot more of Namit Khanna, which is, I think, probably intentional. Is that an intentional move? The fact that you're a
Yeah,
lot more
yeah.
giving a lot more interviews, the news stories are appearing as well. And I feel quite proud from because I followed your journey from your first show to where you are now. So it's great to see that.
No, it is intentional, definitely, because I mean, now that I have the time and we are at home, so why not make use of it and be seen and be heard and have interactions like these, which is fun. It's like for me, it's just actually catching up and also having the fans to be able to connect and see me and get to know me a little better. So the bond doesn't kind of diminish and fade away, and it only grows stronger and stronger for my future and future projects.
It's great. It's absolutely great what you're doing. There's a question also about Duolingo. I've not heard of Duolingo, but
Yeah.
have you left the app?
Oh no, I haven't left it, but I've been really inactive. It's the app where you can learn any language, and
Okay.
I've been doing a bit of Spanish during the lockdown,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I kind of shared that with everyone, and I had like a 64, 65 day streak, which I lost, and so probably they're curious about if I'm on it or not. But I
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
intend on going back. Yeah, it's probably a little breather because I've been kind of busy with a few other things. Like I shared before.
Yeah. 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 And it seems quite good to me there. I mean, I know
Both, yeah, I'm sweating, and also the
you.
coffee that I had, black coffee, has got me like, because I decided to do this outdoor, and I'm like, okay, this will be different, and yeah, I'm all like
Yeah,
drenched.
I can tell. I can tell. You're very drenched. I don't know whether it's my impact on you or whether it's just the heat there.
It is,
But
it
I just
is.
wanted I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go and obviously freshen up because I know
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
you're steaming there. But have you got a final message for all your fans? What would you like to say to everyone? Especially for your UK fans that give you so much love.
Oh yeah, UK fans. I mean, all fans in general. I would just, as usual, just appreciate their love and send my love and big tight hug to each one of you, wherever you are, whether you're watching this or you will watch it later. So yeah, all my love to you, and
Can I
thank you
just
for
say,
being there.
thank you so much, Namit. There's still people saying that how can is there abhi tak sunset nahi hui? I mean, this question about can we just say this is live? Yeah. So in the UK, it's just after 2:30 in the afternoon. In
Yeah,
India, it's
yeah,
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the evening.
yeah. It's seven,
All
seven.
right, so we are live. All right, I don't want you to think it's the
So
recording here and we're just playing it back. All right, so no, this is absolutely live. All right, Namit, I just want to say thank you so much. All the
thank
best
you
with everything, and we shall catch up again very, very soon.
for sure, man. Thank you so much, Raj,
And
for this chat, and
namitkhanna.com. Yeah,
absolutely.
all the best. Thank you so much. All right, take
Thank
care.
you. See you guys. Thank you everyone for joining in.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye.
Change of
I
shirt
bet
now.
you go. You can do that here if you want.
No, no, no. You hang up and then I will.
All right, see you soon. All right,
See
bye.
you, Raj.
Bye
Bye.
bye. There you go. That's Namit Khanna. I did try. I know there's a lot of you that would probably want to see him shirtless, but hey. Right, I'm going to say thank you very much, guys, for watching. It's been a great having that interaction with Namit Khanna. If you missed it, you can watch it back on the YouTube channel. Log on to BizAsia on YouTube, and you can watch it back there. And there's quite a few other interviews on there, right? I just want to say thank you very much for all the love that you guys are giving me as well. Always so good. And I'm sorry about the lockdown here. See you soon. Love ya.